Eventually, you'll reach that place where none of this is important to you anymore. Like the things that you thought that you needed, you'll find out you don't. The things that you thought you wanted, you'll find out that you really didn't want them in the first place. All of those things you felt you had to have and you must have possessed and all this, you just don't need it anymore. You don't want it, you don't desire it, you don't have any, it doesn't have an appeal anymore or an attraction or any type of gravitational pull on you anymore. And that's where you want to put yourself. That's the whole object lesson of being here, is to place yourself in a position where you control everything and there's nothing in control of you. And also that you don't need anything or require anything or want anything from this place, because then nothing can exploit that weakness. You don't have any obsessions anymore or addictions or compulsive, habitual, self-destructive tendencies. You're not yearning for anything. There's nothing that you require. I have to have this or else my life collapses. It's not that. That's the epitome of conscious detachment from everything, not just the physical, the metaphysical, the universe, people, everything. You don't need any of it. You are an autonomous being. Granted, we're plugged into source to animate our reality, our life, our soul. I'm not speaking on those terms. I'm just saying that you come to this game to learn how not to allow it to master you, but you to master it by saying, you're not going to affect me, I'm not going to let you control me, and I'm not going to be subjected to having myself become addicted or obsessed over becoming encumbered by the appetites of the physical and the limitations of the ego. And I'm going to step beyond the limitations of the physical boundaries and place myself in a sacred space, aka your imagination, and this is where I will thrive for all of eternity, above and beyond all else that I'm not going to permit myself to be put into a place where I am subjugated, controlled, or manipulated. And that's really the bottom line of all of this, I feel. Because when you need something from something else, the system, or from someone else, other people, or from source, then you are subjected to the process of having to go through, the whole system of being patient and waiting, or being subservient, or serving someone, or it's a never-ending cycle of craziness. This is what I've come to understand in all my years being on this earth. Like, for example, for the last few years, I tried my hardest to make so many things happen. I was blocked, straight out blocked, by some unknown force. I don't know what it was. And then you are, ostracized and castigated and reprimanded for not doing enough work when you put all the work in. So it's kind of like it's a catch-22. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It's very odd, and then you watch all of these criminals just get handed rewards, literally hand over fist. It's crazy watching all this just illegal crime going on in the world, and you're doing the right thing, and it seems as if you're still being punished. The universe tells you, you are the magic man, you are in control. Then when you try to take control and try to make things happen, you're blocked by them telling you, stop trying to control the outcome of things. It's just insane. Again, as before, the universe creates evil. The universe puts evil into people and makes them evil, and then punishes them for doing evil things. So I don't understand it, and I never will. There's so many things to this I will never get. It seems the less you care about things, the faster they're delivered to you. The more loving and caring and compassionate, warm and kind and giving of a person you are, the more you're punished and treated like, a subhuman piece of garbage. That's why people aren't so willing to want to open their heart to this world, and I don't blame them. But then you're told by the universe, open your heart and love again. And I'm like, I completely concur with people saying, no, thank you, I've been down that road, and, But my thing is that I pushed before in the video, which is the truth, is that when you shut your heart down entirely, then you're blocking everything. Just close the door to that one portion of your life that caused you to have that heartache or heartbreak. Meaning, like if somebody cheated on you or something. So if you're talking about like an intimate relationship, then that portion of your heart that the door is aligned with, shut it down. And you could say, listen, the only relationship I'm going to be in is the one with myself for the rest of my life. And that's the best way to go. Because if you really analyze the situation, who broke your heart? People. People will always disappoint you. I mean, Bob Marley said it best. He said, it isn't a matter of somebody hurting you, because people will always hurt you in life. It's just a matter of he said, it's just a matter of it's just a matter of finding those who are worth suffering for. Basically what he said. He said that everybody's going to hurt you in life. You just have to choose the ones that are worth suffering for. And that's true. That's truth. Because everybody's going to hurt you at some point. Your family, your spouse, siblings, your kids, co-workers, life, the universe, all of it. Even the universe is very hurtful. When, you think this is going to happen, then you get the rug pulled out from under you and the bottom falls out. And so it's just a lot of craziness in this place. For whatever reason, I don't know. But create your own process and trust in that. And that you have full control of your faculties, your elements, your presence, your essence, your aura, your being, your own mentality, the path that you choose to create. That you're not placing yourself in a subordinate position where you're submissive and you're passive. You have to take orders from others. That's why being your own boss, having your own companies is the way to go. And having a million side gigs and side hustles and making sure you got a constant stream of money and yet you're safe and your family's okay. And whatever overflow, share it with people who need it. And that's my thing. But anyway, I totally understand why people don't put their faith in something that they can't see. It's not that I'm advocating this, but then you can't blame them why they feel the way they feel, because the system is showing them something else. And the system, their results are immediate. You hit the lottery, boom, you're done. If you try to manifest something, this thing takes years and years and years and years and years. And then, if things don't go perfectly according to plan, then you get discouraged and you start the whole thing all over again, and it just extends the length of the process. It just gets to be very tiring. That's why people don't put their faith in it. And these days, people don't even mention the name God anymore, because it's that way by design. They're systematically eliminating God from the equation of life for a reason. They want to supplant themselves as God, which, of course, I would never do. I'm not trying to discourage anyone from not having faith in God. I'm just saying I see the logic in not wanting to buy into the manifestation process when it takes so long and it's not dependable or reliable, especially in a system that it's run by money. And it's a system that's contrived by the small few that control the many, and it's a rigged system that benefits them monetarily as they prosper every day at the detriment of those being homeless. And you can't avoid these truths and these facts that I speak, because go look for yourself. It's happening right now by design. But anyway, just wanted to bring this up. Hope this helps. And this will be the last topic I touch on these things. I'm going to switch gears once and for all and just switch into a completely different direction with my channel. Anyway, have a blessed day. Don't give up. You're amazing. You're incredible. You're super wonderful. And create your way. Forget about trying to find anything. You have to create things inside yourself, my friend. That's just the way this place rolls. Put yourself in a position where you are at the helm, at the wheel, at the pilot's controls, and that nobody else is flying your plane or driving your bus or piloting your boat or whatever it is, steering your rocket ship. You're behind the control panel, no one else, and that's the way it is. You are a super magical cosmic being, and you have to unleash those powers, man. You gotta awaken them from their dormancy, or else they're just gonna be, useless. You were given these things for a reason, to use them and to activate them, and to step into your own power and move beyond the limitations of the physical and all of those belief systems that cause you to validate something that is counterfeit and false, because your belief system verifies a disingenuous life. It authenticates a counterfeit reality, and it confirms all of the false evidence that supports that counterfeit reality as being reality when it's not. It's all phony. It is. From the very root to the core to everywhere it branches out, it's all phony. And you have the power to realize that and not allow that phoniness, that emptiness, that disingenuous cloud of lies to suffocate the light in your life and cause you to become just like them. Anyway, peace out.